Too bad. Go ahead. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. And on this video, we're just going to be asking some questions. You know, I know a lot of y'all... Huh?
Answering some questions.
Yeah, answer your questions. I'm so excited. Be here to answer some of y'all questions. And some of y'all DM'd me on Instagram. Shout out to y'all. Now, I can't get to everybody, but I'm going to try to get to some of y'all and see how we do on here. And if y'all like it, we can bring it back. Please make sure you start this video off clicking the thumbs up button, which is the like button, and share this video to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, or wherever you choose to share our video. If you're on your phone, make sure you click the like button. If you're on your Xbox or PlayStation, there's a like button. If you're sitting at the computer or you're sitting at the tablet, click the like button. So I'm not going to reveal anyone's names. I'm just going to read the situations and we're going to go from there. And if you didn't watch our previous video, make sure y'all watch that video. So this says, hi, I need some advice. My daughter's father is a drug and alcohol addict. I've been keeping her away from him because I don't want her to see him like that or try to explain to her, she's 4 years old, about her father. The question that I have is, should I continue to keep her away from her father? I feel kind of bad for her to grow up without her dad. I don't want her to feel the same hurt I have with my father, even though mine is different. I was molested by my father and don't have a relationship with him. So that is why I kind of feel bad, but I can't make a person who doesn't want the help get the help. So what should I do? Well, I would say, first of all, I would go to the courts. Because if you go to the courts, maybe there will be an order for him to, if you want to see your child, you have to go to counseling. Because, of course, nobody will want their 3 or 4 or any of their children, nobody will want their children to see their parent like that, the other parent going through it.
I don't know if the courts can make him stop doing drugs. I think that's more so with jobs, if he doesn't have a job. Mm-hmm. I think, if anything, if she wants her child, because I do think that she should allow her child to see her father, I think there should be monitored visits with her or another family member, there. And, make sure they're there on a day when he's sober. But I don't think the courts have anything to do with him on drugs. I think that's more so a job. Now, I could be wrong, but I've never heard of that. Because look how hard it is for them to even get these people to get a job.
Mm-hmm. But something's definitely got to be done. And as a child being exposed to someone at that age, I would say continue to keep her away. But if he is the one that goes to the courts, then maybe you can let them know why you refuse to let your child see him like that. And then, like Mikkel said, the supervised visit thing, that's that's always something that you guys can do. But I hope that he gets the help.
Right.
For his daughter's sake. Because you don't want to be on drugs forever. And you don't want your children to see that. Because if your child sees you like that, they remember that forever. Mm-hmm. And that's not something that you would want your child to hold on to. So yeah, I would say do those things. Continue to keep her away. But I mean, if you want to be there while he's with his daughter, then I would say do that. But nobody wants to be like you. A father should even want to remember those times that he spent with his daughter. Mm-hmm. If you're on drugs and on alcohol, you probably won't remember anything. Blacking out stuff. That's just not good. Keep her away from him. It's bad, but when she gets older, she'll realize that you were really doing a good thing by protecting her. But
no, not keep her away from him.
I would say for now, until he...
But then, what if he never gets together? So, I don't think she should keep her away from him. I think that somebody needs to step up and speak to him about his child. But I also think that if she's going to allow her child to see him, then it should be supervised visits. Because if she keeps him away from him, then that's something... You never know. Mm-hmm. Him seeing his child may be his saving grace. That may help him to say, you know what, I need to get it together for my child's sake. So, I don't think it would be a good idea to keep the child away from him. Especially, she's 4. So to be from 4 all the way to you're 18 and you never see your father because he's on drugs, that's not a good thing.
I don't say all the way to 18, but once the child hits a certain age, they're going to understand why you kept them away, and then that way they have their choice. But I feel like all parents should be allowed to see their children.
Right.
And I believe that no parent should keep them away. But when you're on like drugs and alcohol as a child, like at 4 years old, I still recommend keeping that child away. Because child shouldn't see the parent that way. Maybe when they're older, like 9 or 10, I would say, but still keep that shit supervised if they're on drugs. Because there's no telling if that parent is with their child, what they would have their child out there doing to get the drugs. Or to like, like go in the store and steal this and all. Oh, parents do a lot of stuff. So you gotta be careful of that. So yeah. So that's our opinion on it. We can't, we agree, but we disagree on some stuff. So this one is, how do you mingle with white coworkers who just don't understand our culture? Do you turn your blackness off or say fuck it and be yourself? Now I asked her, can she go into a little bit more detail? So she said, like, when they don't understand why white people should be fired for false alarms when calling the cops, or when you use colloquialisms they've never heard of, or understand issues with my hair, they take every disagreement as an attitude, basically.
I don't have those problems at work. First of all, we're not even supposed to talk about stuff like that at work. So therefore I don't, because I know how I can get.
Yeah.
So I don't hold those type of conversations with my white coworkers. I simply don't. Like, for instance, when Trump won the presidency in 2016.
These plazas,
yeah, they are.
I gotta close that.
When he won, you could feel the tension in the building, but I never heard of anybody getting into it at my job, because you know that you're not supposed, certain things you're not supposed to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, you're not even supposed to come to work with a pen on your clothes showing who you support. You know what I mean? So I don't get into that, and I wouldn't get into that with my white coworkers at work. I wouldn't get into that with them, because we already know how many of them can be.
Yeah,
and the minute they feel threatened, then they go reporting you. Yeah. So to me personally, why would you as an African American want to have a conversation with a white person at work?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that. Keep it professional. Wait until you're off the clock to have that conversation. Don't have that conversation at work. And if they don't get it, they just don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's somebody you don't go to happy hour with when they're on the clock.
Like, I'm not thinking about certain conversations I don't even want to have with my black coworkers. So why would I want to have that with a white coworker? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And you gotta be careful, because one time I told a white coworker, black people can say a lot of stuff that white people can't. And next thing I know,
you was in office.
Yeah, I was in office.
Right.
And a fake office with my Chinese boss.
Yeah. Talking about black issues with a Korean.
Yeah. Upset. Talking about you.
Because a white person is upset with what you said. So now you got to explain yourself to an Asian person about how black people feel.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's why it's good to just shut up. Why would you want to talk about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I bet you learned that day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I was over her for even doing some shit like that.
But just sneeze.
Yeah. And I was never had a relationship with her like that after that. And this was like a year into us working together, and that's what you do.
Right, because it's sneaky.
I'll never forget her. I can say her name, but I don't want no smoke on this video. I don't know who that was calling me neither, but you gotta go to voicemail. So this says, hi Kevin and Mikkel. I've been in a relationship with my kids for about with my kid's father for about 13 years. Over the years, we have gone through ups and downs, but things have gotten really bad. We don't have sex or sleep in the same bed. All right, Donald Trump and what's her name?
Melania.
Yeah, Melania. Stop calling the phone. I can't talk. We don't have sex or sleep.
I have a strong feeling they can't hear you.
Yeah. I can't talk.
I'm just saying. A strong feeling.
We don't have sex or sleep in the same bed. He won't even say I love you anymore. I do my best to pray for our relationship as often as possible, but that doesn't seem to be improving our relationship. It makes me feel like this is a situation that God doesn't want me in. When I am praying about an issue, I always have remembered the saying, faith without works is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And using that logic in this situation, I thought that meant for me to fight for my relationship as I am praying. My question is, when you are praying for something like this, is it best to pray and do nothing so God can work the situation out? Or should I keep praying and try to also fix it myself? Thanks so much for your help. Love you guys. And I say, yes, I can't wait to discuss this one. So, I'm going to say this. Faith without works is dead. You can't pray for something and then do absolutely nothing to get what you want. If you're going to pray for it, you also have to work to get to what you want. You can't sit here and say, oh, I want $100, and you're not filling out job applications and just expect somebody to say, here, here's $100. No, you got to go out and work to get that. And you might even get more than what you asked for. Now, for your relationship, I mean, it really seems like this relationship can't be repaired, or y'all not even trying. Y'all probably staying together for the children, and that's not a good thing because y'all both deserve happiness. You're both under the same roof. And if y'all going through this, what are the kids thinking? What are the kids singing? You know, it's just not. Excuse me, y'all. I need some water. That's just not a good thing. And are you guys really trying to work out this situation? You've been with him for 13 years. What are you guys doing? Why don't y'all sleep in the same room? I really want to know, like, what happened. What caused y'all to separate? It's not enough. It's not enough details in what happened. Are y'all even married? You said you've been together for 13 years. How do y'all work paying the bills? Like, how do y'all have conversations? If you really want to work, maybe you two can go to counseling. But you both have to be willing to go to counseling. Especially if you're fighting for your relationship. If you're fighting for it and you're praying for it, then you need to be making sure that if you get the counseling, he has to go with you. And you have to explain to him why you still want to be in a relationship with him. And it's not good for your children to see you two like that. To say, oh, it's okay. My mom and my dad, they together, but they just sleep in different rooms. They don't even have sex. How you can call that a relationship? Sex is a part of a relationship. It's very healthy to have sex when you're in a relationship.
But I'm confused by this because it starts off by saying I have been in a relationship with my kid's dad for about 13 years. Why is she describing him as her kid's father and not as her boyfriend?
Yeah. That's what I say. Is y'all even married?
Or married? Are they even in a relationship?
Yeah.
Or is this just
we living in the same house
and we doing us, and then
he's having sex with somebody?
Because if this is your man, then I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend or my husband, but she says I've been in a relationship with my kid's dad.
That's a good point because that's how she started it off.
Yeah. So is he your boyfriend? Is he your husband?
What kind of relationship?
Or is he simply your kid's dad? And does he just look at you as, well, that's just my kid's mom?
And why do you want to make that work?
And why do you want to be in a relationship when you with somebody that you're starting off, my kid's dad, and not your boyfriend or your husband? And you ain't paid. I caught that first line right off the bat.
I don't know why, because then I was like, well, is y'all even married?
Right. Because you don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
Are they married or are they? No, it's fine. Are they married or are they in a relationship?
Yeah. First of all, you need to know what y'all in.
Yeah. Or you need to know what y'all are first.
Yeah. I don't know, but if you really want to make it work, I would suggest counseling.
Because I see a lot of people out there who post, oh, my baby mom or my baby this, that, and the third, or I live with my baby mom.
Yeah.
They say I live with my baby mom because they don't call her their girlfriend. Or that is their girlfriend, but they don't want other people to know that that's their girlfriend, so they say my baby mom or my baby dad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
13 years is a long time.
13 years is a long time, and you describing him as just your kid's father? I don't know how to... Yeah.
All right. Now, this one sounds a little long.
Well, don't...
You can... Yeah, I know how you feel.
Get to the point. Because I just saw you scrolling, and that is long. Sounds long, it is long.
But let's try it, because this could probably be the last one. Let's try it. Okay, I got this.
That's long.
I know. This involves two married couples. Okay. The husbands work together, and a female co-worker of the husband. Okay. I'm building a relationship with the other wives because we have a lot in common since our husbands work together. We've been a few places together and developed some type of friendship. For the most part, she seems like a pretty genuine person. During the annual company event, while all the men were in the meetings for the day, the company sent the wives out and about on the town as a group, as they always do. Now, there's a new female employee that was the coordinator of this year's trip. She was really friendly with the wives, but I noticed she gravitated towards me and my friend. She gave us her number. She talking about her girlfriend, because their husbands are co-workers. She gave us her number, invited us to her house, gave us some company tea. Just really friendly. My spirit felt something, but I shook it off. Clue number 1. So we all went back to the hotel to meet with our husbands and go to the company dinner. After dinner, mostly everyone was outside drinking and talking. Me and my friend got our husbands, and we were about to walk down to the bar. My friend invited the lady employee since we had another guy with us, but she started acting standoffish, kind of standoffish. Fast forward a month later, my husband and I were having pillow talk, and he tells me that the lady employee has wanted my friend's husband since she started working for the company. They allegedly have never done anything, and he keeps turning her down, but she was pissed that he brought my friend to the company event.
Which was his wife?
Yes. Now my friend keeps talking on how cool she was and how we should link up with her more often, but I keep avoiding it and changing the conversation. I want to tell her, but I'm not even supposed to know. It is info my husband trusted me with. How do I shut this down without betraying my husband? I don't like to stand back knowing this lady's intentions, but I know my friend would flip out if I told her, and it would blow up on me. I just don't want her out here looking crazy.
Find out what her Instagram is, make a fake page, and make a fake page, write your friend on Instagram and say, listen, you need to watch that chick because I'm somebody who works at the job and I see she likes your husband, and leave it at that.
Yes!
and then leave it at that, and then the wheels of the friend's head start spinning like, wait a minute, what's going on? You know what I mean? And then that'll make your friend not even want to be with the girl no more, because whether it's true or not, she ain't going to be with somebody.
Yeah.
Be hanging with it, because now she's like, why would somebody send me something saying that you want to be with my man?
Yes.
Leave it. Listen.
Yeah, because Mikhail worked with a lot of co-workers who's been through some things.
Yes, I have.
So,
do that. Do that.
That is crazy.
Do that. Make a fake page. Hit your friend up from that fake page and say, listen, you don't know me and I don't know you.
But I know your husband.
But I know your husband and I know that chick. And I work with your husband and that chick. And she's, well, just keep an eye out on her around your husband and leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the best way to solve that, right?
Because I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
And then she's around all those men. Of course she's going to try to get frisky with somebody.
Yeah. Well, if they look nice, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's good. But, you know, co-workers be getting into a lot of things at the job.
Don't I know?
It's tough. Especially, like, you with these people all day long. And sometimes if you got to, you know, you work with them, you communicate with them, sometimes you might go to the company dinners and stuff like that. But you build a relationship. And sometimes relationships go farther than what they should be. But that's why companies say you shouldn't be doing that. And they have a zero tolerance policy about it. But I would say do what Mikhail did. Not unless you got another friend who could tell her about the husband. But I don't know. But it's better to do it secretly.
Yeah, secretly. And
that
then nobody
won't get in
will
trouble.
know, and then the husband won't know that you said something. Mm-hmm. If he finds out that somebody told his wife, and you be like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, there's something going on.
But make it like you work at the job. Like, I work here with your husband, and it's the whole time was you.
Yeah, and find a man or something. Like, come up with a manly name. Like, no,
because there ain't no man gossip.
Yeah.
You ain't got to come up with no name. No name. Just say, I work at your job with your husband and this chick, and I do believe that she's after your husband, so keep an eye out for her. And then when your friend come with you, like, wow, somebody hit me up saying that so-and-so wants so-and-so, you like, what?
Yes.
Well, and then be like this, well, you know what? They could be right, because you know, why she's so friendly?
He
and then start
is the king of that. I'm telling y'all. Because I don't gossip with them people outside, but he knows a lot of stuff. But then he talk like he don't know a motherfucking thing. And keep it going. He is good for it. And I'm good sometimes for it. But not like
they gonna tell me. Her and Amber, they both say, how do you know all of these people? Sure, they gonna say, how do you follow them and why do they follow you? I don't know. But they like to talk to me.
And keep it just
and
like
I
that.
listen. I listen. And I give advice.
Cause
Good advice.
he told me something about somebody, and I'm just be like, okay, now I can see it. But you know, sometimes we talk about stuff, and I just bring stuff. I just go along with it. Like, you know, it is what it is. But I don't. Yeah, he's really good at that.
I am.
So
follow my advice.
yeah, follow Mikhail's advice and do it, and then act stupid.
And then act stupid.
Yeah.
And then when a friend comes to you and says, why somebody hit me up and said this so-and-so, and then that's when you be like, you know what, that's crazy, but you know what, girl, they might be right.
Yeah.
Because why she trying to be your friend all of a sudden? And then you start having the will, and then your friend look at you and be like, you know what, you're right, why is he trying to be? Now everybody mad.
Now I wonder if she told the girlfriend that she had suspicions about the coworker, because you said you seen red flags, and when you see red flags in people, sometimes you tell her, I don't know about her because such. Like what?
She probably didn't at first because she probably don't. But
It's got to herself, maybe. Yeah.
And then that'll be the moment where she can say that, like, but you know, I did see, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe another maybe another. If y'all friends with anybody else's, no.
Don't involve nobody.
Yeah.
Kevin, you keep trying to involve.
I know. It's not
nobody. No
Let me
names,
stop giving you
nobody.
alternatives.
Yeah.
Do what Mikhail said.
Because he's trying to have you involve other people. Well, maybe you can just say another coworker. No, nobody. Say I work at the job. You don't even know who the fuck I am because I don't even work there.
Remember when y'all would call people with that stupid stuff? I think it was you. I don't want to say no names on camera, but I think y'all was calling people girlfriends and stuff.
Yeah.
Tell them. Listen, I know. Messy. That's real messy. Messy. I'm going to leave it alone.
Because they might hear you.
Oh, they probably forgot all about that. And probably don't care, because they already told you what it was. I will never.
Then she gonna say, is this Miguel?
You know what?
Yeah. Oh, I'm being listening.
Yes!
And the whole time she on the phone like this, well, who is Miguel? And then I phone.
Yeah, and it was true.
It was true. It was very true. And I called in there and I said, listen, if they ask you, you play dumb. You don't know. Oh, yeah.
I remember that was a couple of years ago. I remember that. That was good.
Real good. Because she got mad.
But listen, we're going to go.
He got mad too.
Yeah, but it was true.
But I didn't care. Because it was true. Take my advice.
Yeah, just do the Instagram. And
Somebody good at playing on people's phones is me. You call my friends, they tell you. They used to get me to play on their boyfriend's phones. I called this guy one day. This is when I used to be able to do voices. And I called this guy one day like I was this girl's grandma and told him that he had got her pregnant. And he was like, he was so apologetic. Like, miss, you know, I just don't know what to do. Like, I didn't really want to be with her. But she wasn't really pregnant. But it was just, I mean, he was just like so apologetic. And I was like, well, you can't just leave my granddaughter, you know. Well, you know, I'm going to step up. I'm going to do what I have to do. But, you know, miss, we bet ended that relationship. How she know if it's really mine? Is she sure? What? Because I have good scenarios when I call playing. All my friends would have to do is say, I need you to call so-and-so and say this. And I'd be, all right, I know what to say. And just keep it rolling. So that day when I got her, and I mean, she kept calling. She was pissed. She was pissed. And I think she called me too. You playing? No! I'm in the bed asleep. Why would I be playing on your phone? And the whole time it was me.
Yeah, I know. We're going to go. Thank y'all for watching.
I'm a mess.
We will see y'all next week with a new video. Y'all be safe out here. Peace. Oh yeah, if you're going to Halloween parties, get a designated Uber driver. Don't be like Poochal. Get somebody to drive or get Uber or Lyft to take you home.
Right.
All right. Peace.
Please do that.